Hello ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all for joining me today for this episode of Infinite Gentix Presents. Today we are going to be jumping back into Dead by Daylight and we're going back to our Doctor games, but this time I have something special in store for all of you. Yes, if you read the title, you are not reading it wrong. This is going to be the Dr. Daddy build, Trick or Treat Edition. In celebration of the new Hollow Blight event, I have some tricks and some treats for all of the survivors out there today. But first, before we go into that, let me take a quick look at, or show all of you real quick, a new addition to Dead by Daylight, something known as the Archives, which sadly ends in 67 days. Came active about 2 days ago. All of the blue stuff for all of the objectives I've completed. So far I've kind of just kept it right here just because I've been just enjoying playing as a killer these past couple of days. This objective right here is just to simply escape as Claudette, and as I have actually been maining Claudette as whenever I play as Survivor. One other thing though, whenever you complete these objectives, you get something, the 5 little blue marks. You not only get a nice bonus blood points, you see the 25,000 for completing this objective, you get 25,000 blood points for completing it, but you also get 5 rank progress towards something known as the Rift, which is this right here. As you rank up on the Rift, you actually unlock things above on top, and if you have 1,000 auric cells, you can unlock the bottom as well. So whenever you get up in ranks, you get not 1 but 2 bonuses. So whenever I unlock rank 8 here, I won't unfortunately get anything here, but I will get 25 auric cells back. But these are all the ones I've already completed. As you can see, I've got quite a good amount of things. There's charms, which I'll get into in just a moment, and they even unlock skins for different killers. Like right here we have a head for the nurse. You also unlock a new currency known as the vials. I can't remember exactly what they're called because I just closed it out, but let's get you can actually use those vials to buy certain skins, which I used 10 of already to unlock this skin for the doctor's head. There are these ones right here. Oh, come on. The Putrid Serum. It's a Halloween currency, the Hallowed Blight currency, and you can use it to unlock the Hallowed Blight outfits. You can spend 10 of them and buy individual pieces, or like I've already spent 10 here, so it's only 20 now for me to get the outfit as well as the weapon. I might get the outfit, but I'm not going to get the weapon because this is my favorite weapon of the Doctor. This is how my Doctor looks right now, and if I were to get the whole outfit on him, that's how we would look. Not saying it doesn't look bad or anything like that, I just prefer my look now. Anyway, so my build right now, my objective is literally just to slow down the game as much as possible, get out as many points to the survivors as possible, because during this event right now, or for actually the next 2 days, there is a blood hunt going on where they are doubling the blood points that you earn whenever you complete objectives or do anything in the games. And for that, I've actually been going into the game and letting survivors just complete the objectives, but just been going in and making it as much of a pain in the ass for them as it possibly can be. I'm going in and just not only treatment mode, but we'll get more into it when we get into the games, but I got sort of a interesting little game for all of the survivors. So, what's our build right now? Well, right now we're running Distressing, so that way we can get a bonus 100% more blood points for actions and deviousness. So that way we can get our deviousness up there as much as possible. We have Unnerving Presence, so that way any survivor that's within our terror radius, which by the way, the Distressing increases by 26%, any survivor caught in that terror radius will have a 10% greater chance of triggering a skill check when repairing, healing, or sabotaging and those triggered skill check success zones are reduced by 60%. Then we have Hex Thrill of the Hunt. The main reason why I'm running this is because it will notify me whenever a survivor starts working on one of my Hex totems, with this one being included, but I also gain 10% more blood points for actions in the Hunter category for each active totem that I have on the map. That includes the two Hex totems and the 3 Dulls. Why do I say 2 Hex totems? Because of course we're also running Hex Ruin. Why? Because we're just being a douche. We're going in there just to ruin the day for these survivors as much as possible, but while still letting them complete objectives. Like I said, our main objective is to stay in treatment mode unless they pop Hex Ruin. If they pop Hex Ruin, we will still mostly be staying in treatment mode. However, if they miss a skill check on a generator, they must be punished. Therefore, I will switch to treatment mode, I will chase after them and hit them at least once. If they lose me during that chase, and I see them again later on in the game, I will chase them until they go down. I will not hook, but I will drop them down. So it'll be up to the other survivors to put them back up. And that's it. Other than that, we're going to try and stop the survivors from from cleansing our totems, and we're going to do that by increasing the range of our shock. We're going to know that they're there, and we're going to use these two together, so that way our shock range is a lot further, and we'll be able to reach them. I could actually probably, you know what? I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try and put on a tape. Now, I don't like the width of it, never mind. I don't want to try it. I could make it even longer with this tape right here. It makes the shock therapy changes from a cone into a beam that's 20 meters long and has a 2 meter width. It's actually really hard to hit survivors on that in chases. I kind of like my cone. So we're going to use these two together and get a massive area of effect. Hey, there we go. Got into a game. That was actually perfect timing because I was done explaining everything I needed to explain and only 8 minutes went by. That was a pretty fast lobby for this time of there being a blood going on. We're definitely going to go for these screens first. You get those order card or notes. Can we get this one? Nope, of course not. Entity can be a bitch sometimes when she takes stuff away from us, but that's fine. Entity giveth, and she taketh away. And yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. Those are 2 extra eyes that are inside the side of his head. There's one on his temple and one on the top. Kind of like in the back and into the side there a little bit, yeah. I also like to point out that we have a unique lobby. All the characters are unique, there's no doubles. I like that. I will also like to put out there too that while we may be farming or letting these survivors farm, I could just change my mind at a moment's notice and just start killing all of them. If that happens, I'm not held liable. The doctor's madness sometimes seeps through the controller, so be careful of that. Well, hi there, buddy. So why are we doing this? Simply just for the lulz. That's why. Just for the lulz. Alright, one thing I like to do right at the beginning is check on our totems positions. So we got one right here next to us. It's of course right out in the open, so that one's probably going to be ruined. And then we got one in the corner of the killer shack. Decent. Both of them are wide out in the open, so they'll be cleansed right away. Hello! Oh yeah, this is so sneaky. Yeah. So sneaky. Oh, wait for the window. Nice. She's not a ring through yet. What? Yeah. Now she's in ring 3. And heading right for our totem too, so that'll be cleansed here in a moment. Yeah, you both are definitely fine. Just stay right there, it's fine. One went that way. Did I kick this one? No. Yep, see? Went right for that totem. Unlucky. The Lulz. Good job. Spiked him right in the ass with that one. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, you little muppet? There you are. I ain't gonna fuck with you no more, though. Ain't no point, you're already at rank 3. Hi! Aw, what's the matter? Can't go for the window? I'm sorry. Go ahead, I'll let you get it. There you go. Good job. Good job. I told him alone. You leave it alone. Still haven't gotten that one upstairs yet. Ugh. What's this? Oh, hello. Working on it though, ain't you? Hello. But that was spooky, wasn't it? Yeah, I bet it was. Spooky. Happy Halloween. Make sure we get up there and kick it. Oh, they got ruined. What was that? That's the hex. Alright. Might not be able to save it, but we can try. And I was right, the one that was right out in the open was the first one. Good job. Good job. Give them a nod so that way they know that I approve of what they're doing. Don't start missing your skill checks now, you got 4 generators to go. They're working back on that one again. Can we... I say I don't think we can fool them again. Yep. That one's not being worked on at all. Hello. Hi. Whee! It's funny because they're just like, they get so confused. Whenever I run up on them, they just go scattering. Four generators to go, and they haven't really... Oh, there we go. That one's being worked on. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah. You wanna drop this? What the hell? That was weird. Three to go. Oh, that's a whooping. That's a whooping. That's a missed skill check right there. Nope. It don't matter. It don't even matter. Bad. Where'd that other chick go? Oh, oh. Thought I saw some movement. Oh. Oh, you were on it too? You get a whooping too? You get a whooping. Don't miss some skill checks. Damn it. Giving them good practice is what I'm doing. Hi. Wait, that's a gen and he's a woman. What was that? It was a window. Okay, it's fine. Oh, that's a missed skill check. That's a missed skill check right there. That's a whooping. I just find this to be so much fun. It's gotta be so confusing and so frustrating on the survivor's side, but oh, it's so fun. That's definitely still regressing up there. Yeah, it's a lot slower than what it was before. Oh, hello. What's up, y'all? Where you going? Need your medicine. What? Aww. Bad. Now go think about what you've done. I don't know if that was a window or a missed skill check, but I wasn't going to take any chances. It was a window. Oh well, I feel bad. I was premature in my whooping. I'll let them have that generator as recompense. Oh, that's a whooping. Oh, that's a whooping right there. Shh, shh, shh. Come back here for your whooping. Come here. Miss some skill checks. Bad. Perfect little window for me right there. Hi, Steve. Yeah, I see you. I never said I wasn't gonna snatch you up off the generator. They're probably all like, whoa, what? What the fuck? Scream for me again. Oh, that's a whooping over there. It's called punishment mode for a reason. Man, these are some bad kids making me punish them and stuff. Ugh. I just need to learn how to get their skill checks right. I know I make them. Bad. Best. That's a window. Scare him a little bit. Why not? Where'd you go? What'd you get for jump skipping? You gotta be punished. Some bad kids. Some bad kids. Bad kids. What? What's over there? What is it, Fido? What is it, lassie? Speak. Speak. Oh man, this is so much fun. Oh, I can do it with the treatment mode. Come on. Why isn't there any endgame music in this one? get your little kisses on the way out. From Dr. Daddy. Ah, with the face only a mother could love. Even with all of that, look at all the points I got. It's insane. Oh, I safety pipped. Oh, that sucks. I shouldn't have hit them so much. I want to drop in rank, because I find there's a lot more variety in the lower ranks than in the higher ranks. All you ever find is borrowed time, decisive strike, and all that crap. Speaking of borrowed time, there it is right there. Ah, it's fun. Oh wow, what is that noise? I hope that's not being picked up on the microphone. I think the people in the upstairs apartment are vacuuming. My apologies if that's being picked up on mic. Let's see. Simple enough. What next? Ooh, there's a king with a green. Friend request. Sassy nap. Oh, okay. Is that somebody that, I wasn't paying attention to the names. That had to have been somebody in the, previous game for it to come through right now. That's cool. Hell yeah, I'll accept your friend request. Give me one moment, ladies and gentlemen. Using a baseball as their thingy. Their little PlayStation icon. I could not ever find a better one for me. My little infinite symbol. This is perfect. This first. And yeah, there's no more high electros. Ah, we can't get the king, but it's not blocked for us, so we can get it next game. How many more of the polished electrodes do I have? 7. Okay. Decent enough. Decent enough. Alright. Time for more trick-or-treating. Another friend request. Wow. Alright, sure. I guess these people really digged what I did for them last game. Wow. Was not expecting that. Absolutely will accept. Oh, jeez. I got a message. Sassy napkin. Well, I've been muted this whole entire time, so first of all, my apologies for that. I sometimes mute whenever I'm talking to the dogs or taking a drink, and then I forget to unmute afterwards, so first of all, my apologies for that. I don't even know how long I've been muted for. It's also been quite a while since I've done any streaming, as you can probably tell if you go to my YouTube channel. Last time I streamed was actually over a month ago, and a lot's happened since then. I've moved out of that house and got into a new house, so there's been a change. So my apologies to all of you for for all of that, but thank you all for sticking in today. And in case you missed it, what we're doing today is we're running a trick-or-treat style Dr. Daddy build, where he's the daddy because he's basically playing a little game with the kids. The doctor's gone mad. As you can see, his brain has kind of melted a little bit, and he now sees the survivors as his kids. And so what he's doing is he's devised a little game for them called Find the Hex. So as soon as they pop Hex Ruin, we're going to drop out of treatment mode. We're going to be staying in treatment mode and just shocking the survivors the whole entire time we're doing so. But then we're going to be trying to keep them off of the Hex totems while doing that. But if they are able to pop the Hex Ruin, then what we will do is, if they then miss skill checks on either generators or healing checks, then they will have to be punished mode and at least hit them. We'll try to hit them. If they get then try out for them for the remainder of the match. Another timeout. What the hell? Alright, we'll get back out of this. Anyway, if they wait from us, we're going to try and keep an eye out for them for the remainder of the match. And if we find them again, then we're going to hit them and down them. But we're not going to hook them. The only time we're ever allowed to hook a survivor is if we actually pull them out of off of a generator, yank them off of a window or a pallet, or if we pull them out of a locker. Then we can hook them. Otherwise, we are not allowed to pick up any downed survivors and throw them on the hook. The main reason, too, is also to limit it, because the main objective of all of this is to let the survivors get as many blood points as they can, because right now it's a blood hunt, meaning that there's double blood points earned. So I'm still going to get a good amount, because killers always get a good amount of blood points no matter what, but I want the survivors to be able to get blood points as well. So whenever we get any other survivors in the match, then we're going to let them basically farm up their objectives and do whatever they can to get blood points. We'll even stand in pallets for them or chase real close through them, even though we're not intending to hit them, so that way they can get pallet stuns on us and stuff like that too. So those are the objectives of the game, and it's just for funsies. You know, as it says in the title, this is for the lulz. Doing this for the lulz. So thank you all for tuning in. I really do appreciate that. There's purple notes. More calm. Oh, calm. Interesting. Those are the only notes we haven't collected yet. And they're right there too. Probably get them. It's pretty decent. Get that, and that, and that. Should be able to, since the entity is over here devouring this side of the board. We should get this side at least. Ah, there's 2 polished electrodes right there, though. So if we can, we'll get those 3, and then see if we can get either of these 2 after that. Or we could get one of them now. Let's get this one. That way we at least guaranteed to get one of them. Because those are the ones we're currently using, so kind of important, right? What is this? I don't know what's going on. Apparently my game seems to be a bit bugged. So, oh, let's try it one more time. Yeah, I just looked up the timeout created, and it seems to be timeout occurred while waiting to lock object. Not entirely sure what that is, but we might end up having to actually end the stream for now because I'm doing the broadcasting through the PlayStation, and it always cuts broadcasts out whenever I have to close out of the game. So, but I am going to broadcast as soon as I get back into the game, but hopefully that will have this issue be resolved. But it seems like there was something on the other game's end that seems to have caused this, because we've gotten the same timeout reason, or the same timeout created error prompt for both times that this happened. So, for those of you just tuning in, I'm going to have to end the stream real quick and restart the game up, but I'm going to start the stream up as soon as I get into the game. So if you're willing to have some patience, I will be right back. My apologies for this, but you know, sometimes this is what happens in Dead by Daylight. But we will be right back for part 2 right after this brief break. There we go. Be right back, ladies and gentlemen.